Hello and welcome back to Chaos in Calradia, and indeed we have a massive amount of vassals that want to say hi to us, and well, that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, that's just not gonna happen. We're gonna be taking Thorios Castle in just a second. Actually, let me just take a quick look, make sure that we're not missing out on any upgrades here. Get all those guys to join us. Thank you very much. Okay, let's make our way in. This is gonna be our first castle siege of this episode. We're gonna maybe go into a couple of field battles after this. It depends on whether any of the vassals right next to the enemy are gonna get converted to our side, because obviously taking a castle does convert a clan to our side, and if they are a decent-ish clan and if they're right next to us and they have just been converted into allies, then we're probably gonna try to pile on in there and see what we can do to assist the new allies. I mean, we've taken Thorios Castle beforehand earlier in the series, but unfortunately we didn't get that long to really, you know, get acquainted with those fellows, because they literally ended up losing Thorios Castle not long after that. So maybe we're going to get a little bit luckier this time. Now, we did get the walls down. Obviously, I basically didn't even try to do that, hilariously enough. I was not really going for any kind of war destruction strategy here. I was basically just trying to do the thing that I like to do nowadays, which is just get some fire catapults up and running and get some siege, as in like siege towers, battering rams, and so on and so forth. Just get that, and then just go in like that. I feel like that's more fun than taking down the walls, but it is fun to get inside immediately. I don't know, I suppose their mothers would know about that, but yeah, anyway, the point is, we will be having a pretty decent time here, just using our wonderfully destructive new axe. I'm so pleased that we actually found an axe, to be honest, because really, I was beside myself, basically, with utter disappointment that we still only had such a basic one to begin with. And we're running around with 250 in two-handed skill, and for us to have a basic axe still, yeah, I mean, obviously that is one of the main challenges of this mod, because obviously everything's just turned up to 11 immediately. Like, you're already doing sieges, you're already going into massive field battles, you're doing all kinds of crazy things, and the game doesn't have enough time to be like, oh yes, I forgot to stock all of those marketplaces with things that can actually be useful. And yeah, it does stack armor a little bit. It does give you some armor and so on and so forth, but weapons? No, not so much. It does take a little bit of time for it to stock the weapons, and I'm not entirely sure if they've even started stocking two-handed swords yet, but two-handed swords are definitely much rarer than pretty much anything else we have so far seen. I don't think we've even seen a two-handed yet, so that's going to be interesting to hopefully maybe we'll get some, maybe we'll get our hands on some or something like that. I actually don't even know whether that's even going to be possible right now. Maybe in time, but as it is right now, definitely not going to happen. But yeah, anyway, we'll just show mercy here. As you can see, we've got these guys to join us now. Vizatos have joined us. And so let's have a look and see. Are any of these guys... Wait. These guys are supposedly Vizatos. No, wait. No, sorry, my bad. I completely misread that. So, the House of Thorios Castle. So, it's not Vizatos themselves. They are the ones that actually own Rhotae, I believe. So, we're probably going to try and do a little bit of something over there. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to call for an army. We've got some people also running their own army, so I'm hopeful that they're going to just do their own thing. Garios has 500 troops, if you can believe it, and Mattis has 451. Wow. Okay, yeah, we are going to have some insanely fun times here. Okay, wait. I really want to go into a field battle here, but I highly doubt I'm going to be able to. I'm far too slow, unfortunately. Yeah, that does seem to be the case, especially now that Mr. Person, who has just joined us, I don't even know his name, I can't remember his name, what was it now? Apis, yes, there we go. What an unfortunate name, the way that I say it at least. Anyway, yeah, there's 1600 here. I hope they don't sally out. They could very easily sally out here, so I'm hopeful that Gyarados will appear sooner rather than later, because these vassals could very much incite some kind of sally out. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to leave this siege. I am definitely going to leave this siege. There is no way. There is no way we're going to be able to get out of here without a sally out occurring. It's way, way, way too much of a highly likely chance. And I did not want to have to deal with that. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to actually go and do a little bit of something different here. I don't really want to, but we're going to leave Rhotae for the moment because there's just way too many people in there as it is. As you can see, almost 2,000, which is actually insane. Ah, hello. Oh, you're actually getting an army up and running. Okay, let me actually see what we can do here. Do you want to fight? Yeah, come on. Come on. Yes, nice. Okay, absolutely perfect. Yes, this is wonderful. All right. Didn't really want to fight at the night time because I don't really like doing that, but yeah, it's okay. It's fine. We've just gained Resource Castle as well because Mr. Bannerlord is doing a bunch of besieging over there. He's got 1,600 troops, which is very, very nice. I could technically go in for an auto-resolve here, and if I wasn't recording, I probably would just go in for the auto-resolve. That is more efficient in that sense, but yeah, it's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's take a look. Okay, so we've got 645. Actually, wait, 493. Sorry, 493 on the battlefield, and indeed we have the enemies. Wait a minute. No, I think we have 645. No. Never mind. We have 493 of our own troops. We have 645 total. I thought I was reading that correctly. All right. Well, never mind. Anyway, what's my horse? Is my horse lame or something? My horse feels really, really slow. It could just be because it's nighttime or something like that. That might be the reason. But let me actually just bring out this nice little thrown weapon here and try and... Oh, dear. Yeah, see, this is the reason why you want to get some Jarids, don't you? Yeah, you want to get some Jarids. They are just fantastic, fantastic weapons. We are getting some nice headshots right here, which is obviously fantastic. We really do want to make sure... Oh, look at that. 7 riding skill in one fell swoop. Just because I'm doing some difficult shots. If you know anything about, Mountain Blade Warband, then you'll know that this is exactly, how you would level up very, very quickly in regards to your weapon proficiencies. If you really wanted to level up your weapon proficiencies fast, and you wanted to level up your ranged and your riding skill and stuff like that. Well, not riding skill. Ugh. Your range skills, like, for example, your bow skill and thrown weapons and so on and so forth. You just have to do difficult shots. If you just do difficult shots, you'll get a lot more proficiency, and that's exactly what we're doing here. And look at my riding skill. It's already at 227. It's actually staggering. You know, if you actually wanted to, I think you could probably power level your riding skill from 0, well, probably 20. Let's face it. You're going to need some riding skill to be able to ride a horse. I guess. I mean, unless you're riding a donkey or something like that, I guess. I don't know, maybe something along those lines. But anyway, the point is, I think you could probably power level your riding skill by just having, 7, just get basically endurance and get riding skill in the character creation, and then go for 7 endurance and maxed out focus points. And I think you'd probably be able to power level riding skill in a matter of, well, I don't know how long it would take. How long do you think it would take? Not long at all, that's for sure, because all you need to do is get your hands on some thrown weapons or a bow, depending on, what you really like using. For me personally, I like using thrown weapons, so I'd probably just go for thrown weapons, despite the fact that you're not really going to get that much, because obviously thrown weapons, you don't get that many, right? Initially you don't get that many. Later on, when you get upgrades and when you get skills and so on and so forth, perks, that's really going to make a huge difference. Then you'll be having like 24 to 30 thrown weapons every single time you go into a battle. But generally, yeah, I think that that would be insanely fast, and then you'd have a maxed out a maxed out skill in a matter of, I'm going to say maybe real time. It would probably take you about maybe half an hour or even an hour to get riding skill to 275, because just how insanely ridiculous the scaling is when it comes to using thrown weapons. And I absolutely love that, because obviously the difficulty spikes the multiplier super high when it comes to leveling up a particular skill like that. It really makes a huge difference. Anyway, we're going to take these guys prisoner. Not really going to get much from that, unfortunately, so we're just going to move on straight up. And let's see. Ooh, nice boots. Okay, actually got a slightly higher armor factor for us. Not bad. And yeah, as I said, we are literally just going to be traveling over to Hertogea Castle. I'm not even going to bother taking Rhotae right now, because my forces, for some reason, are taking their sweet time in getting to us. So I'm very much a little bit perplexed by that, because as far as I'm aware, they were only like half a day away. So this is a little bit strange. I'm not entirely sure why they would do that, but okay, if they want to do that, then they want to do that. We're having some people. He died! This guy actually died. Wow, I can't believe that. Okay, that's hilarious. I don't know how that even happened, but yeah, there you go. I'm kind of hoping that my forces will actually be able to make it over here, because it could very well be that they are being attacked by enemies, and that's the reason why that guy was killed. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would avoid, you know, they'd use their brains and avoid any enemies that were along the way. That would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, technically it would, but yeah, unfortunate for us, isn't it? Okay, so let's see what happens here. House of Anira is no more, obviously. And what I'm going to do is we are going to go in for an auto-resolve for this particular siege. I think we have enough people to be able to make that work. And we've already taken down the walls, so we have a massive advantage in that regard. So let's just do that. There we go. Yeah, we basically lost no one at all. Very nice and simple. And let's just see what we can get here. Yeah, just take a handful of people right there. We don't want to take too many, because otherwise we're going to be way too slow. We're going to be super slow, despite the fact that I am actually taking a significant amount as it is. Okay, so Lageta is also here, and that is a Hongeros fief. Okay, I'm going to go and take Rhemtoil, and we'll take Gersagos Castle, and we're just going to let these AI friends do their own thing. As you can see, we now have Yona, who has joined us, and she's running around with only 68, which is kind of unfortunate. It would have been nice if she'd had either one more unit, or, you know, just add a 0 on the end, or something like that. That would have been nice, but yes. Otherwise, 225 here. Okay, I can probably auto-resolve this as well. All things considered, we probably will be able to. And I kind of want to do that, because gaining significant power here, I kind of want to do it really quickly, so that we can then focus on the real targets, which will be those towns. Because if I can convert all of these, you know, straggling clans and things like that, it is going to make a huge difference to our overall power level, and that's going to mean that the scouter will have something to say about it. Oh yeah. Going to be really good. Yeah, so they actually did manage to take that castle back. Did they? Maybe. I don't know. I can't see. It's kind of unfortunate that I can't. No, they haven't taken it back just yet by the looks of things. Okay, well, that's good at least. So I'm just going to go here like this. There we go. Nice. Let's go in for a nice little auto-resolve. Yeah, basically lost no one at all. Very nice to see that. Let's just take these guys. And oh, hello, that is a nice helmet. That is a very nice helmet right there. Super good. Going to give us a small amount of extra protection. I don't really care too much about the protection, but getting something better than what we currently have is quite a feat in itself, because, you know, these things are kind of difficult to come by at this point in the game. And there you go. So we got this guy who used to be, as you can see here, used to be an enemy who was about to attack us, and now he is a friend. So this is great. Now, obviously, it is very... Oh, they already took back Hertogea Castle. As you can see, that's how easy it is for these guys to take these castles back. So that's kind of why I was hoping... Where are my forces? Are they actually even coming here? Holding. They're all holding for some reason. I don't know what are they holding? What are they holding right now? I don't know. It could be any number of things, to be honest, but it's probably their... selves. Yeah, it's probably their selves. Let's auto-resolve this. We didn't take down the walls this time. I just wanted to see what kind of casualties we'd get. but it doesn't seem like anything too dramatic, so I don't think we need to be super concerned about it. And indeed, we have taken that immediately. Very nice. Okay, so let's go back to Hertogea Castle, see what's going on there, and then we're going to see what's actually happening with these guys. I'm going to dismiss Mr. Apis, because he's obviously basically pointless at the moment. He's only got like 45 people, so might as well just let him go ahead and just recruit whatever he wants to recruit. Then we'll call him in the future. I'm kind of hoping these guys are actually going to do something, or are they just going to not? Because it feels like they're not. So maybe I should just disband the army and maybe call them again or something like that. I don't actually know, because I was kind of hoping that they would come and help me, because me taking Rhotae by myself, that is not going to happen. Not in a million years. But if we can... I don't know. If we could have actually called for them and had them come and join us, we almost would have had 1,900 troops. 1,900, literally? That would have been insane. Nice little auto-resolve to finish that off. This guy was taken prisoner by the looks of things. Okay. Do that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There we go. And hello. Okay, we got one of these. Nice. Yes, let's get one of those. Thanks very much. A balanced hook javelin. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's great for me. Thanks very much. Okay, so let's move onward. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna wait here for some time just in case. And as we've already learned, I don't think you can actually marry people in this mod. I'm just gonna speak to her and just see. Oh no, you can. Hello. Okay, perhaps you and I. Okay, this is great. Alright, yeah, so we can actually do that. So let me actually just have a quick look-see here at her clan, because it is Pegarios. The fellow that was just outside here. Okay, so let me see. Where was he? Where did he go? Oh, no. There he is. Oh, maybe I can actually catch him. Yes, he's coming towards me. Hello there, sir. I would like to marry your daughter. Yes. Here we go. My own hand. Very good. Diaska. Yes, very good. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to have to pay 112,000. That's absolutely fine. And indeed, we are getting married. This is wonderful. Okay, this is great. I had no idea that we were actually going to get the opportunity to do this, but we did level up our charm skill, as you can see, by a massive margin. We're going to go for Firebrand here as well, as Slick Negotiator and Good Natured. They are usually the perks I like to take. And we're also going to be going for Annoying Buzz, I think, rather than Thunderous Charge, because despite the fact that I am getting quite a few melee kills, I actually think that I might get more kills with my thrown weapons, at least initially, and that's when you mostly need that. Anyway, Mounted Patrols, gonna go for that. And we'll go for Perfect Technique, which will give us additional travel speed for our thrown weapons. So that's gonna make a big difference. Let's go for some more Roguery skill as well, because we may in fact end up doing a little bit of selling for some ransom brokers. That would be quite nice. And indeed, Diaska, we are going to be taking her to our party. I don't actually know anything about her, by the way. She's 33. Okay. We might get one child. We might get one child out of it. I actually don't know. Maybe we will. She has a significant amount of trade skill and steward skill, and her medicine's pretty good too. So if one of our other companions manages to die, which is potentially likely, but yeah, we could make her our quartermaster right now, because my steward skill is absolutely abysmal. And yeah, we're not going to get any more. As you can see, we're not going to get any more than 500. I think you can increase that through the settings if you really badly want to do that. So that's up to you, obviously. I'd like to take Rhotae before it gets upgraded to level 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to get around there, and then I'm going to call for an army once again. And we're going to see, maybe, just maybe, we'll get lucky and they will actually help me this time. I mean, you can see here, we can get these two. Prindor, these guys, and I'll call for Mattis as well. He's 1 day and 14 hours away, so he's almost 2 days away. So we should probably give him a little bit of time before we decide to go into the siege, just in case he is going to dawdle himself into oblivion or something like that. I actually don't know. But yeah, we're going to have a couple of other people coming along here. Hello. We have a bit of a troublesome spot going on here, so I will try and see if I can help him out. There we go. Let's help him. Very nice little auto-resolve there. Nice. Okay, so Rhotae is going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, this guy was actually part of my army. I'm just going to disband him so that he can go and restore his army as much as he possibly wants to. And how are my other guys doing? Are they actually going to arrive here? I've got 1,200. That's pretty good. I don't have a lot of time because I only have a small amount of food remaining. I only have 8 days. I only have 8 days worth of food remaining, so not a terribly big fan. Are they going to appear? I highly doubt it, actually. For some reason, the bigger armies don't seem to like helping for some reason. Or should we say the bigger parties don't seem to like helping. Kind of a bit unfortunate, really. Kind of a bit unfortunate. Anyway, let's just see what we can do here. Fire catapults. We're just going to use the same strategy that I like to use nowadays. I could potentially destroy the walls here as well, but the thing is, I want to be prepared for if we need to go into the siege in case my food runs out. Because that is a very, very high possibility at this point. Let's have a look. Okay, we're getting a little bit unlucky with our kills here. Yeah, not going that well right now. Can you please not get destroyed? Yeah, okay, thanks. Oh no, you did actually get destroyed. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, this is kind of bad, actually. I mean, we might be able to get the advantage sometime soon, but yeah, my forces are definitely not coming, as you can quite clearly tell. The parties that we've called, they don't want to join us for some reason. They have 371. What actually happened just there? Did you see that? What actually happened? Ah, Pagarios has left. Oh, someone took. Oh no, someone took Hertogea Castle. Are you joking? Okay. Well, that's bad. Well, I can't really do much about that, unfortunately. We're just going to have to roll with it. Okay, yes, we need to take down these catapults, please. Take down those catapults. Yes, there we go, there we go. Okay, that's great. Okay, so now we can kind of focus on the walls a little bit. I will try to take down the walls because now that we've lost Pagarios, it's kind of necessary, I feel. It's otherwise going to be a bit too dangerous. And the other thing is that we, for some reason, are still not getting these guys. I don't know where they are. Ah, they're from the same house. Ah, okay, that might make sense. That might be the reason why. They might just not want to join us for some reason or another. I wish I could disband them, but unfortunately I'm not able to while we are in a siege. So we're just going to have to wait with that. And otherwise, let's go on in. I don't know if this is even going to work, to be honest. This feels like a pretty bad idea. This feels like a pretty bad idea. I'm not a big fan of this, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe we're going to have an opportunity. I don't know. Prindor Sarandon is pretty good. Let's see. Diasker is actually pretty good too, so we'll just do that. There we go. And then we'll just move on. Okay, so obviously we have everything that we can potentially have. And I'm very much hoping that our fire catapults will do their jobs. Ooh, yeah, they're doing some nice damage. Obviously not as good as if they were part of the defense, but still decent enough. So let's see if I can get a headshot here. Or not. Oh yeah, I'm not used to the new throwing weapon speed. Okay, yeah, because we just gained a 25% increase in travel speed for our thrown weapons, which is really going to make a huge difference to how much laser-like they feel, because they are going to be a lot more speedy, as it were. Gonna have to do this. Didn't hit. Didn't hit. Okay, I'm going to stop wasting my thrown weapons now then. And we're just going to tell our forces to charge in here. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, I'm still going to move the battering ram and the siege towers and all that stuff to the walls. I just want to give our forces a little bit of an opportunity to get inside here. Maybe it's not a good idea for me to do this right now, but I kind of want to get a start on it because this is going to take a long time anyway. I do have... Wait a minute, maybe it's not going to take that long. Look at how fast we're able to get in here. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe it's going to go a lot better than I thought. Well, things seem to be going very, very well for us. And you know what I'm actually going to try to do here? I'm going to try to get on top here, on top of the battlements. And we're going to try to get some of those explosive pieces of ammunition. I don't know whether they are going to be spawned if they don't have catapults, because the enemy doesn't have any catapults. But we might be able to get some of those stones or something like that that they use for gate defense. I'm not seeing any for some reason. Maybe they're downstairs? They might be downstairs. Yes. Here they are. Oh yeah, this is absolutely perfect. Oh, don't, no. Oh, are you joking, sir? This guy came out of nowhere just to do this. Wow. That is frustrating. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I was very much hoping I'd be able to do something here, but I'm going to need to go upstairs and then find some battlements to be able to do this. And it's going to be very unlikely. Oh, hello. Yeah, as I said, it's going to be very unlikely I'm going to have a free space to myself. Oh, hello. Maybe I do. Oh, that is so nice. I love it. Okay, if only I didn't have to go all the way back down and you know, pick it up all the way from the bottom level here. This is not ideal. Especially considering there are enemies right here. think that is it. Look at that. With the amount of kills that we were getting at the back line here. Absolutely amazing. Super, super satisfying as well. Now, what kind of thrown weapons do they actually have? I can't even tell actually what they use. They don't seem to actually drop them because they're not equipped at the time. I think that might be the case. Anyway, that is indeed a victory for us, and completely without Gyarios and the other guy that did not want to come and help us, which is very, very nice to see indeed. I wonder whether that has to do with our relation with him, because I don't think Gyarios likes us that much after we managed to capture his thieves. So it could very well be that our relation with him is impacting how likely it is for him to come to our assistance. At least that's the only potential thing I can think, the reasoning why he doesn't do that. But yeah, anyway, that is a victory. And we're going to see what happens here, because apparently... Oh, no, there we go. Never mind. I was going to say there seems to be someone stuck here, but no, we are fine. And we're able to continue onward. There it is. Okay, can't go in there because I'm too low HP. Otherwise, we will be taking every single one of these guys prisoner. Usually I don't do this, but I'm going to do this just because we're actually, you know, we could utilize a little bit of roguery skill. And I obviously didn't do that because I'm kind of, well... not a big fan of having to sort through all of this stuff, but it's okay. We can actually do this right now. And then we're just going to sort by tier. And we're just going to... I don't have any vassals prisoners, so I don't really need to worry about that too much. So I'm going to just take the highest tier units, and I'm just going to keep those with me as much as possible. And then we'll just get rid of the rest. I kind of want more Imperial Crossbowmen, I suppose, and then we'll just sell the rest. There you go. So that's going to get us 32,000, which is not really a big deal, but 54 skill points in roguery is a big deal. Thanks very much. Yeah, so definitely a good idea, at least if you have a significant amount of prisoners and, you know, you want to get some quick roguery skill. Yeah, that's the way to go about it, isn't it? That's great. Okay, so let's just... wow, yeah, basically no food, unfortunately, at Rhotae here. However, we did manage to take it, which is obviously perfect. Ah, the Hongeros faction have decided to rear their heads and have now taken Hertogea Castle. Okay, so Vipon is over there. Attalon is over there. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm not too sure what these guys are doing. Distance to army leader, 20 hours? Is this guy actually going to come to us? Still says 20 hours after, like, a few hours of waiting. Still says 20 hours. I think he's just literally standing there. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to let him do whatever he wants. And we are otherwise going to be changing our war strategy to offensive. I am going to literally turn it on offensive now. So we've got the Northern Empire against us and the Hongeros against us as well. As you can see, our current total faction strength, if you can believe it, is 25,000. Let's see if anyone is anywhere close to what we have. We have the Khuzait, we have the Batanians, not doing very well. The Azerai, no. Sturgia, no. Vlandia, no. Nords, no. None of these guys are actually doing anything right now. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no. We're looking pretty strong right now. I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen more of a change here in some of these factions. Ah, hello. These guys. These guys are the closest to us at the moment. They have 3 towns and 9 castles. Okay, where are they? They're all the way down there. Okay, so they have Oxhall and Rovolt and various other fiefs randomly here. Okay, so I will go to Hertogea. I will disband the army because I don't really see the point in running around with these guys right now. I do see the point in getting... let's see if I can get her. Vendelia. Okay, come on, Vendelia. Can you come and help me? Is she gonna... yes. See, she's nice. See, she comes and helps us, but Gyarios, that absolute... I could have sworn right there. I could have cursed. I could have said anything about him. I will curse his lineage. Let's do that instead. Let's curse his lineage and all of his descendants to forever have I don't know, soggy toast or something. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, this guy is coming in here. Oh no, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that is actually pretty bad. I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to take this so that Pegarios would end up joining us now. But maybe, just maybe, they're going to get defeated. If they get defeated, then that's obviously great. 1900! Oh. What can I do about this? What can I do about this? Okay. Let me see if I can get some more people. We've got Sicanus, Urgion is close by. These guys are absolutely useless, so I will not be calling for them any further. What about this fellow? Maybe he's gonna show up? I don't know. I'm gonna go this way so that these guys can so they don't technically have to run through enemy territory. Maybe that's gonna make a small difference to them. But I'm basically just gonna wait here on this bridge, or near to the bridge. And we'll see what happens with that. But yes, we now have the ability to get Natural Leader from the Charm skill tree. Let's see what else we can get here. Just recruit a bunch of prisoners, of course. Level all of those guys up too. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we're basically just gonna... Oh, I can't actually wait because I don't have any food. So we're gonna have to go over to Ortisia here. Hopefully these guys won't decide to declare war on us at this exact moment, because I very much do need to get some food. Otherwise we're gonna have some problems. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried here for a real quick second because I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do this, but I just very much need my vassals to actually listen to me, because if they don't... Urgion's coming? Look, see, Urgion's coming, but the other guys are not. Are they? It just says holding. They are just holding. I'm not entirely sure why they're doing that. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of that. Okay, well, we're getting a significant amount of grain as it is, so that's nice. Okay, so... Am I going to go in here with just these guys? I guess I'm just going to go in here with these guys, and I'm just going to... 1 day, 12 hours? Is it still the same? I'm going to just wait until we get right next to Lageta, and then I'll check again. 1 day, 12 hours, right? 1 day, 12 hours, let's just remember that. And then once we get close to Lageta, I'll take a look and... Well... I'll just kick them out, otherwise I'll just kick them out instantly. Oh, hello. Oh, this sounds like a good plan. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to do something a little bit sneaky here. 2 days, 14 hours. Wow. Okay, these guys are absolutely useless. So once again, they are not doing very well. So what we're going to do, a bit of a sneaky thing, is we're going to wait for these guys to take Hertogea Castle, hopefully get weakened in the process. Then we're going to go in and we're going to take Hertogea from them, because they're at war against us, and I don't want to declare war against the other guys, because why would I do that when they can just... Oh, actually, wait a minute. They might successfully defend this. If they successfully defend this, that would be very funny. It looks like they are actually managing to do it. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm actually very surprised that they were able to do that, but there you go. Yes, they did manage it. Very surprising. Okay, so let's see what else is happening here with our faction. Okay, so far, Diathma is over there. I'd like it if one of our armies could go over there, but I don't think we have any active army at the moment. That would be nice, wouldn't it? For someone to create an army, that would be very useful. But unfortunately, they don't seem to be doing that right now. So Lageta it is. I will be attempting to take this by myself, which is a very bad idea. But we're gonna have to do it, and I'm gonna go for trebuchets here just to give me a slightly higher chance of success, because the trebuchets are gonna survive a little bit more against the overwhelming catapult bombardment that we have to face. And as you can see, look at the insane amount of... Wow. Okay, they actually have... Are you joking? Wow, yeah, okay. Oh, look at that. We've actually had a baby. That is fantastic. Okay, that is really good. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to let our trebuchets do as they do, and just bombard and you know, bust a groove, as it were, in the walls here, and hopefully we are going to be able to yeah, this is going to be a bit problematic, because what I will need to do is I will need to call for more vassals. There is no way around it, unfortunately. I will need to call for more vassals. And the problem is, I don't know whether they are going to listen to me. Alright, so I've basically been sitting here for the last 10 minutes trying to get every single one of these catapults down. Unfortunately, I don't think it is going to be possible. These guys have way too high of a construction rating, probably because they are level 5, probably because, you know, they've been allowed to, you know, basically just do their thing for the last, I don't even know how many in-game weeks, months, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in straight away when we just have one catapult remaining. It's kind of unfortunate that we have to leave one up, because that is going to be pretty damaging in itself. So yeah, I think the main reason why this is happening, by the way, is because of this guy. Because of our engineer. I don't think he's doing a particularly good job, unfortunately. He has 201 in engineering, but I think he has taken the wrong perks. At least that's what I think. So what we're going to do is, as soon as we have completed this siege, we are going to go into his perks. We are going to slap him around a little bit, and then we're going to make sure that he is up to scratch. So we're going to make sure that he has the perks that I like to take, because I think that's the reason why we're having so many issues defeating the catapults really, really easily, because he just doesn't, he hasn't taken the accuracy bonuses, he hasn't taken the damage bonuses, and so on and so forth. So most of the time the catapults are surviving with 1% HP or something like that, and or our trebuchets are not hitting as much as they could, you see. And that's the problem. That's the problem. So we're hopefully going to be able to do something about that very, very quickly. Hopefully after this. And I'd love to be able to get inside here, so I'm just going to use my super speed just to kind of lag myself inside. yeah, I know. I wouldn't be able to get through here that easily if that was the case, if I didn't do that. But yeah, anyway, let's just try and see if I can maybe just kill this guy. No, never mind. Wow, I can barely tell who's who right here. If I didn't have my banner icons on, I'd never be able to tell who's who right here, because we're all using the same units. So yeah, that's going to end relatively soon, by the way, because we're not going to be facing Empire units any further. Kind of. I mean, we're going to be facing some Blandians relatively soon. Yeah, these guys are always irritating as well, because they have really, really good shields. Obviously, as we know now, the militia that they actually have in the garrison is mostly made up of extremely good Imperial Sergeant Crossbowmen and Palatine Guards and Imperial Cataphracts and Manavlions and Legionaries and so on and so forth. It's just absolutely insanely good units, and that's what happens when you get a tier 5 town. Your tier 5 town is going to be extremely difficult for anyone to take, because you just have so many high tier units. Now I can only hope that my forces are high tier enough to be able to handle the insane amount of high tier defenders. So let's see what happens. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to actually manage to do something here. I'm a little bit worried about getting killed. The thing is, if I die here, I think we're probably maybe going to lose. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, because we do have over 2,300 troops in our army at the moment. And that's just because we finally got some vassals to come and join us. But most notably, no one that has above 400 in their party. Oh, I really wanted to get away from there. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, let's see what happens, because I think our forces will still have the ability to win this. Because as you can see, we have... well, I mean, actually, no, we're not doing as well as I thought we were, but yeah, we're not going to do too badly, I think. As you can see, we've got 600 enemies, actually 600 enemies dead, yes, and I think we should be okay, but the addition of these this militia to be so extremely powerful, to have them all be tier 5 units, it's actually incredibly difficult. Alright, so it's coming in to a point where our forces are now starting to push back the opponent. As you can see right there, they're now starting to push them back into the alleyways, and I believe that is a victory. Yes, very, very soon will be a victory for us, and I gotta say, I wouldn't say difficult, but that's obviously because we literally outnumbered them by about 1,000. And obviously I spent about 15 minutes just bombarding them with my catapults and my trebuchets and things like that. And the funny thing about that is that they started with like 1,800, so you know how long it literally took me. I could have technically stayed outside there for an almost infinite amount of time, as long as I obviously had food, and we could have just whittled them down until they had like 500 people and then just auto-resolved if we wanted to do that. But obviously that's a bit of a boring way of doing it, so I didn't really want to. But anyway, there you go. That is a nice victory for us right there. Kind of wish I had survived, but you know, that's just how it goes. And anyway, we'll just take what we can here. Oh yeah, wow, loads of really, really good units actually. So yeah, we'll just take all the battalion. Oh wow, yeah, actually no. It looks like I'm going to have to swap out some people here. Swap out these guys. Not a terribly big fan of horse archers most of the time anyway, so we're just going to leave that right there. If we do get a significant amount of prisoners, and these guys, there's only 200 of them. Maybe I should I have taken them? Should I have taken them prisoner? I don't know. Maybe I should have taken them prisoner. We're going to declare war on the Battanians. Oh, hello. Okay, sure. Okay, Hertogea wants to declare war against the Battanians. Okay, fine. Why not? Let's do it. I'm actually surprised they asked me, to be honest. I was kind of thinking that they don't actually do that. But yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. Let's do a little bit of slaughtering here because I'm going to need the meat. Still only have 313 days worth, but you know, good enough, I suppose. Let's go into the trade screen as well because I do want to sell some stuff there. There's another 54,000 for us. I now have 1.85 million. Technically, I would be able to do the level 5 for our capital down there. I would be able to do level 5. I'm not sure if I really want to though, because it is going to be a significant, it's probably going to be like what, 2,500 troops or something like that. But yeah, we have now eliminated yet another faction, which is extremely nice. So that means we don't have to worry about them attacking us. I think we will probably be attacking Mestakaros very soon, because they have a Hertogea castle, they have Traktorai castle, as well as Garantor castle, as well as Ortisia. So it's quite a significant amount of territory for us to take from them. And indeed, we have an army of 1,700. Obviously, we have an army of much larger because we have a bunch of people that just got knocked unconscious. But the point still stands. We have a massive army, and we should probably use it in an effective manner. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.